Hi, Mr. KK.
Hi, nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. My name is Agus from the Delphi software. We are the business of the network complexity, and I know that Bank of America has just acquired Merrill Lynch, and I believe you must be really busy right now in integrating the two networks, sir. So I really appreciate the time you give me.
Yeah, of course, I'm very busy.
Okay, so like I said, we are the business of helping companies to reduce the complexity of their networks. And before that, and I introduce my product further, can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so how many routers do you have currently, sir?
Oh, we have like more than 800.
More than 800,
Yeah.
and they are all from the same manufacturer?
Of course not.
Okay,
As you know, big company like us, we cannot have only one single suppliers.
I see. So you have like Cisco, Nortel,
Yeah,
Barracuda,
we
those
have
guys.
5.
Wow, okay. And how is it so far? I mean, have you experienced they are working together?
As you know, like I think you are in the industry also.
Yeah.
They have never. I mean, yeah, sometimes we got some problem, but we have like a good team enough that we can cover up like most of the problem.
Sure, sure. Okay, if you don't mind, I ask further. How many people are there in your team right now?
About 90 people.
About 90 people.
Yeah.
That's a big organization.
Yeah.
And they must be specialized like in a certain manufacturer like Cisco.
Yeah, we have like
Nortel.
a different team. This team working for Cisco, this team working for Nortel.
It's very complex. Yeah.
It's like very common.
Yeah. And if I tell you that we made a software that can reduce the complexity of the network monitoring, and we can have one software that monitor all the networks manufacturer that you have. Like we can monitor Cisco, we can monitor Nortel, we can monitor everything in one single central point. Will that help your company?
Yeah, of course, it helps. Yeah.
Sure. So yeah.
So what do you have?
So our software, apart from just monitoring, it can give you advanced warning if the software thinks that like there's a certain funny things happening with a certain segment in the network. So it gives you at least 20 minutes warning before the predicted fault is happening.
But you know that it's like many people try to sell me this kind of product. We already have our own system. We can cover like problems like for the small like downtime we can cover up within 10 minutes. And you know we already have like our internal system. So
Sure.
how can I know that your product is different and we can add more value to my company?
So before that, I just want to share with you that we have had Liberty Mutual, the insurance company, for 2 years right now, and they are really satisfied with our services. So if you are willing, then we can introduce you to their CIO as well.
But our company is a lot bigger than Liberty Mutual. You know that?
Yes. I believe you can easily 10 times bigger than them. But the good news is our software is currently still in beta version.
Beta version?
Yes, I know that it might sound funny, but actually it has some advantage. So before you purchase our product,
you're gonna sell me the beta?
Yeah. So I'm not going to sell you the beta actually. I'm going to sell you the final version. But since we are still in the beta version right now, so we can work together, both of our companies and our developers, our engineers can look at the Bank of America requirements so that when you buy our final version, which will be released, I believe, like in the next 6 months, then it will already include all the requirements from the Bank of America. So that's the good news.
So,
and then you mentioned before about whether the 20 minutes will do something or will add some value. So you mentioned that 10 minutes for the small issue, you can solve it. And for the big issue, how long will you be able to solve it usually?
It's about 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. I mean, according to the industry standard, it's already pretty high. But I believe we can add value in 2 things. First, because we can give you advanced warning in 20 minutes, I believe that for the most part, you can really reduce or remove the small issues because we the warning 20 minutes in advance. And for the big issue, you can at least now have 10 minutes to solve the problem because you have 20 minutes in advance in preparing for the problem. So do you think like cutting the resolution time from 30 minutes to 10 minutes will help you and your department?
Yeah, of course, it's gonna help us.
Exactly, it's more than 50%. Sir.
Yeah.
And the second thing is that I believe that in order to get the redundancy now you must have at least like secondary servers, secondary communication line, and that costs money every year. I mean, those telecommunication company, those like server leasing company, they got your money for free. So if you have my software with you and you are comfortable with that, then gradually that's what our client usually do. They reduce their expenses in maintaining the redundancy step by step, so that you will free basically more costs from the system.
How much is gonna save us?
So the software itself will cost 100K initially, and it will cost 15K annually. But I believe it will more than compensate for all the reduction in redundancy that you will get by implementing our software. Not to mention the complexity reduction.
Okay, I think it sounds interesting to us.
Yes. So if you want to, if you're really interested, and if you want, like a demo or a prototype, then we can arrange it together.
Okay, you leave your number with and then I'm gonna call you back later. Thanks for coming.
Okay, thanks. Is it okay if I call you like 1 week from now?
Oh, okay, of course.
Sure. Thank you very much for your time. It's okay.